I hope everybody's doing well on this beautiful afternoon. Um, Me and Leia are doing okay. We're trying to figure some things out, and I'm sorry to ask again. Um, why can't I ever have any happy, good moments on here? You know? Like, goddamn. Speaking about happy, good moments, me and Steve, my buddy, before we passed, used to drive by this guy's house to see his decorations he puts up for Halloween and Christmas. And since Steve passed away, well, but I'm still doing it. Still keeping up the tradition, I guess we had, keeping an eye out and watching it go up. We used to talk about it. But anyway, enough with the good memories. Let's get on to reality. I'm in need of advice and help. Like, as soon as you see this video, please like and share it, because the more people that see this video, the more advice and help I can get. Okay, so here's the situation. Today I was filling out court paperwork for court filing for the two lawsuits that I have, the $5 million lawsuit and the $3 million lawsuit that I have going on. While I was in court and filling out those paperwork this morning at 8 o'clock, with the expectation of coming home, cleaning my house up, getting everything's ready to pack, and I was expecting to move to my new address this afternoon, but then it was put off until Saturday. Now, what needs to be said and what should be said is that we had a verbal agreement in place for a month. Me and the landlord, the potential landlord, met with some people and we worked out an agreement, and I was given a copy of the lease that I was expecting to sign. Now, me and the potential landlord talked, and everything was going good. Really good. And then, I paid my rent last week as part of the agreement. I sent them, here's my rent for October for the agreement that, that we agreed upon. And that rent would include start on October 1st. October 1st came, I was in the courtroom, I was in the courthouse doing my paperwork and everything, when I got a notice stating that she has decided not to rent to me. And this is ironic because, I'm sorry to say, I'm just so in shock and everything about what's going on and about how this person did, what this person and landlord did to me. Now, I may be a bad person, but I did my things to other criminals, to other people that deserved it. Crackheads, crack dealers, goofs, skinners, whatnot. I never went out and, targeted civilians for shits and giggles. 4 days ago, we were informed that she didn't want to rent to me. After a month ago, she had questions about renting to me. And then 4 days ago, she didn't want to rent to me. We had a meeting where the agreement came back into play. I said, listen, I need to know if you're good enough to go for this, if you want to do this, if you want to move forward. I need to know right this minute and we can move forward. No. I'm good with you having you there. I feel my concerns have been met and dealt with. That was 4 days ago, Sunday, at an A&W meeting, at A&W. Ironically, don't buy their baby burgers because it's, yeah, you'll get more lettuce than you'll get meat. But anyway, we had a meeting at A&W where it's 4 days till the end of the month. Please make sure you feel comfortable with me renting from you. Yes, I smoke. I'll smoke outside. My dogs are trained. And she brought up all these crazy excuses like, oh, in my videos, she sees my dogs barking. The same videos I have my dogs barking on cue. And then one of the things I should have explained to was the pot smoking. Now, I live in a nice neighborhood, older neighborhood, very good people, very fucking trustworthy people. My landlord was a great landlord and a great friend. I moved in, he said, smoke outside, no problem. 3 weeks later, he came to me and said, I am sick of the neighbors talking about you. Could you please smoke your weed indoors? Fine, no problem. Now, I didn't explain that to the up and coming landlord, but I did explain to her prior. I said, yes, this is what happens. I said, if you don't want any drama, which she is causing, she's caused all the drama the last 3 months. This whole entire 3 months where I said I had an apartment and I had a place and whatever was due to her stating, yes, you got a home. We got you a home. I'm agreeing to rent to you. For 3 months, she played this game. And then today, on October 1st, when I'm supposed to, I pay my rent and everything, she gets back to me and says, I'm not renting to you. Just out of the blue. Just like that. Now, there have been many things. Oh, they took down the sacred fire. Come on, we're going to go to the sacred fire where they had, and maybe we can get some luck out of here and find a new home. And because we are... Here's a burnt wood chip. Ancestors, hear my pleas. I need help. See? So I'm hoping these last of these things there will give me the help that I need and the divine intervention and help that I need and I'm asking for. So yeah, I found out today while I was in court, after I changed over all my, billing over to the house, I find out today that no, she's not gonna rent. After I pay my rent 4 days ago, 5 days ago, last Wednesday, so a week ago actually, and I find out today that I'm gonna be homeless. I need to find a place within 24 hours because of what this individual did. And now, here comes the advice. They are guilty of breach of contract. We had a contract and an agreement in place, as my witness will testify for, and they've already informed me that they will testify. I didn't want it to be like this. I liked the person. We had good conversations. She was an interesting person. But interesting or nice or not, what they did by doing this, I'm homeless now. I'm homeless like soon because she made me homeless. I paid my rent. I did everything to reassure her, and out of her own biasness against me, out of the blue, I'm not going to rent to you. after we had an agreed upon agreement and contract. And I paid rent on the fact of her word and trust I had for her and the respect I had for her also. I paid the rent thinking that, okay, we worked everything out. I even told people around that were involved in this, I'm gonna take a leap of faith in this individual for once in my life, and I'm gonna trust her and believe in her that that we worked everything out. 2 days after I say that, I got today's message saying on October 1st, she's not renting to me now. She's pulling out. She's refusing to rent to me on the very day I'm supposed to be legally taken over. So instead of having a month, instead of having a week, instead of having 3 months, as I had 3 months ago when she started saying this, and she started promising and, saying, I got you this, I'm gonna move you into this house and everything. And then dropping the bomb saying, 3 months ago, after we agreed that, okay, this is what's gonna happen, she contacted my current landlord, said, we got a place for him to live in, don't worry. But then she dropped the bomb of, I need all the female dogs fixed before they move into my properties. That caused a big issue. And then in August, she caused another issue. They caused another issue. And then last week, it was another issue and another bunch of crazy stories coming up. And then today, it was the final pin in the grenade that was pulled. And I put my word out for her saying I'll take a leap of faith in her. I'll trust her, and this is what she did to me. Now I'm homeless and I don't even care about me. What I'm caring about is my 3 dogs. If I can find a border place, a place to put them up for at least a month or 2, so I can, I'll take the hit. I'll live on the streets for a month or 2 until I can find a home for us. But I need to make sure my dogs are safe and sound. Somewheres where, yes, it's going to kill me that they're not with me. And it'll be like white knuckling it every minute that I'm not with them. But I think knowing that they'll be safe and secure while I'm homeless and living on the streets will make things go a little bit easier, Or can you give me some winning lotto advice numbers for Lotto Max? It's $10 million. I only need $300,000 to buy this house, the house I'm living in, so I can buy it right off from my current landlords, so they don't, so this hassle, and that's another thing I'm more worried about and I'm stressed out about. I'm a piece of shit. That was beaten into me my whole entire life. That was told to me my whole entire life. I'm nothing. I'm nobody. But yet, people helped me to get to here, and I thought the individual that was going to rent to me was helping me. I find out that's not the case today, now that I'm homeless and me and my dog. So this vindictive individual did what they did because they think it's funny, or I don't know why they got something against me. I've never even met a Rachel in my whole entire life. Seriously. So, I don't know why this individual would be so vindictive against me and have do this to me. But I'm not gonna let her evilness as I was younger hold me down and fucking, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna learn and be a better person than that person will ever, ever be. As that's what I'm trying to do. I'd be a hypocrite if not. I'm trying to be a better person, so I'm not gonna let this, and I keep telling myself, I'm not gonna let this anger and everything this person did to me pull me down to their level, low life level. I am not an evil person as this person is. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to keep up a positive ID, and that's why it leads me here. I'm hoping somebody can help out. If you have a basement, a garage, anything, I need somewhere to live, like within the next 24 hours, like, period. And I'm sorry to bother you all. I thought this was all worked out. Unfortunately, you can't calculate for crazy. You can't think and for people's evilness, you know? So I'm really in a bad situation that I find myself into, that I was put into. And like I said, I don't even care about myself. If you have a place where my dogs can be stored or boarded up or whatever, just as long as they're fed and they have a place to sleep and warm place to sleep and everything where they're not going to be hurt, I'm okay. I'm prepared to lose everything else and live on the streets now. But I can't do that knowing that having these dogs. So if you have any advice, if you have any help, I need it now, please. Not to be pushy or anything. And thank you for listening. Any legal advice would also be helped. And I know what my next course of path is. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to. I'm not gonna take this. I'm not gonna take this. It would be one thing if they attacked me and left me homeless, but they attacked the only things in life that I truly treasure: my friendship, my families, and my princess babies. And this person did me wrong by doing that. And now I'm gonna seek legal options about having to deal with this, because like I said, I don't think it's right what they did. They made me homeless on the first, broke an agreement, accepted my rent, and then today just said, no, I'm not renting to you. I don't think that's legal or moral. Please like and share. Please, just because I'm down and out, don't stop donating to a local pet rescue or a local pet food bank. Smoke them if you got them. Smoke them if you got them, especially now for me, because I need all the help I can. If you have any winning lotto numbers, please send them to me. I'll figure out how to get a lotto ticket to put them on. And if you're a rich billionaire, eccentric billionaire that's, bored in life and wants a good friend, and I know this isn't the right way to start a friendship, but if you can lend me enough to buy this old fucking house, I'll find the money to pay you back. Remember, I got a $5 million lawsuit, and I just got another lawsuit handed to me. today. I'm not talking about the one that was handed to me yesterday for the violation of my human rights. I'm talking about the one today that was handed to me by the individual that's making me homeless. Because lines were crossed, and I tried to be as understanding as I could be. You know, I stuck up for them. I had respect. I learned some things from them. I had trust in them. And it was all for naught. It was all just so they can do this, build all this up, and then just pull the rug out. And so they can laugh and giggle over where I am now. And I think that is truly sociopathic. But we are at home. Thank you for listening to me. Not many people do. Please like and share. The more people that can hear this, maybe I can get some help. And thank you.